Hello, hello. Hi, welcome to this pop up live, everyone. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm just over here. Was wondering about how everyone was doing, and really, I'm just checking my audio, see if everything's okay here. Um, I think I'm good to go. Let's see here. I'm just gonna check to see if my audio is working. Okay, yeah, it seems to be working. Hello, everybody. It's been a hectic kind of week for me. It is my time. It's 11:51 my time, and I'm doing a live. Why? Because the majority of people, well, not the majority of my clients, but a lot of my target audience is in Europe. So I just want to be available for them. I've been getting lots of feedback, lots of love from people from Europe and also from the States. That's where my client base is, like in the States, in Australia, in Europe, in England. So I just want to be flexible in reaching out to those kind of people as well. So yeah, I just figured that I'd connect and talk about what we're going to do on the weekend, and also, mm, for you to get to know me a little better. And also, the topic of this is how I get a constant flow of clients or sales calls every each month. So, and kind of like my journey of fumbling on how to do this, because like I said in the post, I was number one person who really, really sucked at really doing this, right? So yeah, it was horrible. I don't know if you've seen my posts. I think I'm gonna post again, but um, I think I'm getting an echo here. Okay, now it's okay. So, anyways, I think you've seen my post. I'm gonna post again soon, but of how I started my DM journey. I started my DM journey about 3 years ago, and I actually used to get people blocking me and saying, "Stop messaging, please." And this is from the first or second message. It's like, uh, you know, when I message the second message, I get that LinkedIn member, no picture, and like in my DMs and stuff like that, right? Saying that I got blocked, obviously, right? So, anyways, you live, you learn, right? Like I'm still kind of struggling with my DM strategy. Well, not struggling, but like 60% of the people that I talk to are a guaranteed sales call, right? But yet I'm just trying to increment that to like maybe 70. Well, I like to really narrow it down, and I don't want to go too crazy. I just like to go step by step. So yeah, I mean, 70% committal rate or a guaranteed sales book rate is going to be the next goal for me, right? And I'm trying to formulate my message in the way of doing that, right? So, so along these lines, like I said in the posts, there's many people struggling with the DM message, especially on LinkedIn. Maybe they have some sort of automation. Maybe they have some sort of system, where they spam people on LinkedIn. I don't believe it, but a lot of people are spamming on LinkedIn. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, but this one famous uh, person on LinkedIn was trying to force a lead magnet down my throat. And, I have a lead magnet in here. He actually used the word lead magnet. It's like, I have a lead magnet that I want to share with you. And then he actually had me choose. Do you want this one or do you want that one? And I'm like, I'm okay. I don't want any of them. So it's like a lot of people, or maybe this coach gets his business from elsewhere and he just really doesn't care about LinkedIn strategies. And a lot of people are successful in other platforms like Twitter, uh, like um, Facebook, all of these platforms, they're making a killing there, but they're not really paying attention to LinkedIn when they could really make triple or quadruple amount of money on LinkedIn if they put their efforts into an organic building relationship strategy. Sales to a certain extent is about building relationships, but building the relationship in the way that you're the expert and they need help, right? So building a relationship is in sales is different than being friends, than being, of course, like when you get uh, clients, they're your friends, they become your friends, and that's okay. But in the beginning process, you don't want to be too friendly or else you'll be stuck in the friend zone. Just like it's like dating, right? Like when you're getting to know each other, and you don't have no expectations, and you're like, you might get stuck in the friend zone. But if you really have the intentions or romantic feelings for this person, you want to respect their privacy. Of course, you want to respect the distance, but you still have that notion in mind of starting a relationship with them because you're romantically interested and just natural, right? But you have to really be simple in your approach to dating, and also be non-friction and be frictionless, and always go like maybe the other person's speed other than your speed, because you want to hurry up and you want uh, either maybe attention or whatever it is. But you see, LinkedIn sales is a lot about, it's a lot of comparisons to dating. So, like, with this in mind, there are like actually many creators off of other platforms like Facebook and Twitter that are actually in my DMs, seeing if I can inquiring about my services as well. And I'm starting to see more and more people successful on other platforms, but they're not very too familiar with LinkedIn yet. And they don't know how organic strategy works on LinkedIn. So a lot of, well, a fair amount of number of people who are successful in other platforms are reaching out for advice. And of course, if you know me, I give free advice, no problem. I actually had a call today with a person that I had a coffee call with, and he wants some advice, and I give it no problem. I have no problem giving advice. Of course, if you're always giving advice and you're always booking coffee calls, no, right? Obviously not. But to a certain extent, you have to be booking coffee calls. Of course, on my schedule is not coffee calls because that would be counterproductive, right? But I set aside about maybe an hour or two each week to really give advice and free advice if they ask for it. I don't want to give any unsolicited advice. But I just talk about my journey on these coffee calls. Sometimes I talk a lot, and but I make sure that both like we hear both our stories. So yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. So as what am I going to do for this weekend? Well, I'm just gonna like maybe chill a little bit. I still have a cough. I've been having like this cough for like a couple weeks now. I don't I don't know what it is, but hopefully I get better soon. Yeah, just relax. For people who don't know uh, where I live, actually I have this quick video that I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if I can share the screen. I think I can. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it works. I see it now. Uh-huh. Okay. So yeah, this is where basically like where I live. Over here, I'm gonna see if I could actually play it here. Um, okay. So yeah, I mean, this is where I basically live here. Um, I try to go swimming like maybe twice a week or three times a week. The ocean here you can't swim in because they have undercurrents. Actually, people have drowned there. It's not a prime spot at all to swim or anything like that, right? So yeah, it is kind of a bit of like resort area. Um, you can have like food there. You can have catered food and and like the workers are just like gems. Like they're really good around. They really upkeep the place very good. But yet the, the place was like maybe 4 years. Maybe it was abandoned before we got here. So lots of repairs needed to be made, and so it really delayed us moving in here for like maybe 5 or 6 months. And yeah, I mean, it's just like every wonderful place has its imperfections, right? But we gotta look at the good things. You gotta be grateful. It is a beautiful area. It is a good, beautiful place, but it's not perfect, right? Like that video looks like it's perfect, but it's far from perfect. I'm far from perfect too. So primarily because since it hasn't been upkept and since they made the repair just recently, uh, like something's wrong with the toilet. It makes like these noises, and, and also um, like sometimes the AC drips. Right, we have like a waterfall in our living room sometimes, and I mean, we have talked to the landlord about it, but he's a very busy man, and so sometimes he doesn't get around to it. So, I mean, but I'm really practicing being grateful every day, and this is a great opportunity to be like um, in my creative zone, especially because I really enjoy the ocean. Every morning, I look out at the ocean, and I'm in my creative zone. Right, I'm thinking, what do I need to be grateful for each day in my business, in my life? in every aspect, right? And this really puts me in the good frame of mind to be creating content, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's why I got started in the first place. Actually, I really admire Justin Walsh. Uh, I actually attended a sort of like interview with him with David Molina. We always joke around, uh, like we say, he's my cousin, right? He's my long lost Guatemalan cousin because my dad's from Guatemala too. So and he lives from Mexico City. My family actually lives in Mexico, like all my uncles and all my cousins. So kind of figuring out if we're related or not. Probably, who knows? So I always say, "Hey, primo," which is like cousin in Spanish, and he says, "Hey, primo, how's it going?" So um, yeah, he did a wonderful job interviewing Justin Walsh. And so, one of the things that Justin said is that he's very particular in putting limits on his business. Like, he said that he makes $2.2 million a year in his business. He was very, um, very open with what he makes, very open in interview and stuff like that. So, and one of the lessons that he was saying is that he doesn't want to get bigger. He doesn't want to bring in employees because that will involve more management. That will involve more of his time. Like him and his wife just want to go hiking in the middle of the day. They just want to go to a park and hike and have dinner at a fancy place. That's all they want to do. And and he's actually like he's 42 years old, and well, I'm 44, right? So we're about the same age, and I resonated with him, and I could totally understand um where he was coming from. He lives like in the mountains somewhere with no cell phone service. Can you believe it or not? I mean, he just wants to be withdrawn. He just wants to live his life in peace, and I fully agree with him. And he wants like his flex is not Lamborghinis. His flex, he was saying that my flex is not Lamborghinis. My flex is going hiking with my life. I mean, going hiking with my wife at 11 o'clock in the morning and not being tied down to a 9 to 5. That's his flex. And so it was a really awesome interview. So get in touch with I suppose probably David Molina if you want to see the the recording. I think they recorded it, but I'm not sure if he's giving it away or anything like that. So just get in touch with him if you want to see it. It was awesome, really, really awesome. I really resonated with it. So yeah, along those lines, it really got me to think how I'm building my business right now. And like with every business, like I worked with James Liu. He's this massive business coach here on LinkedIn. He teaches teachers how to operate their own business and how to get started in their own coaching business, right? And so he's all about feedback before you do anything, before the next step to scale. And now I see the essence of that. It's so important. You know, I've done researches. My audience have really asked for this. They asked for my content strategy guide because I was getting like maybe like 30 or 40 DMs a week or every 2 weeks saying, "Hey, do you have something for content, like a guide or something that I can download?" And I said, "No, but it's in the works, right?" So you got to get what your audience wants. And same thing with this DM strategy. A lot of people, maybe 30 or 40 people, every 2 weeks, said, "Hey, do you have any like strategies for DMs?" And so, yes, you can do this, you can do that. Start with this, start with this, and then I'm like, "Well, why don't I just create? Why don't I set up a couple polls to get my audience's feedback on it?" And you got to give what your audience wants. I'm a programmer, so I could build out my funnel system right now with like 10 digital products right now. But that's going to be presumptuous of me because my audience is not asking for 10 digital products. They're asking for content strategy and they're asking for DM strategy. So you got to give them what they want, right? Obviously. So, and a lot of what Justin said really resonated with me because he's collecting feedback like galore, like m- everything he does is based on his audience's feedback, and this really resonated with me. Like, it's like, wow, it's so true. So before you take that next step and build your funnels and build like a product, get your audience feedback on it. I see many people starting out on LinkedIn with their whole funnel system built and offering offers and products and offers and products. And guess what? They don't sell anything. They get engagement on their posts, but they're having trouble selling. Why? Because, I mean, it's good to build momentum, of course, but again, you can't be presumptuous on this, right? Okay, so I just wanted to say also, the reason why, like the reason why that this is a low ticket offer, because I'm doing everything myself. I'm building the funnel system, I'm recording the videos, editing the videos, and stuff like that. So I'm not getting anybody involved with this. So that's why I'm giving it at a low price, right? At the same time, people have gave me the idea. They actually one DM actually said, "Do you have like a low ticket item that I can purchase on DMs?" And I'm like, "Well, no, I don't." so, so I mean, you got to be aware about what um, your audience wants. Once again, so I'm just gonna show you a little bit behind the scenes of the process. Uh, like again, I build funnel systems for companies, for software companies. I built a funnel system for like starting out software company, and like everything else I have expertise on this. And but yet again, I like to be simple. I like the simple look. Many websites have the bells and whistles, of course. So m- many websites have like these bells and whistles and have like this wow, wow, this is awesome. But then do they get clients? Maybe, or maybe not. I just like to keep things simple. Just like, because the content will speak for itself. Again, this is kind of a rough copy. And actually, this, so again, I'm using Mailer Lite. I'm paying like $10 a month. It's very easy to use. You just drag and drop. And also like I know HTML and I know like how to code JavaScript. So if I want to make some alterations, I can actually code JavaScript and code HTML, and it will reflect on the website too, and that's pretty cool. So I mean, yeah, just simple because my message is simple. It's the simplest LinkedIn DM strategy, so it's got to be simple. So I have this like little introduction video. Actually, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change this video primarily because it was like a rough draft video. I just uploaded it to see if I wanted it, but now I I've decided to change it. Just fine tuning, making it more valuable for you guys and stuff like that. And like some client feedback or testimonials over here are some very lovely messages from my clients about uh, how they feel about my LinkedIn sales strategy and like bookings, actual paid bookings um, that they won with my DM strategy. And man, the response to this DM offer in my comments whenever like I speak about it has been off the hook, off the chain. I don't know, maybe it looks too small to me for you to read, but once you visit the page, you'll be able to read it. These are like all the comments that I've screenshots of the comments, the support group, and like they're really on board with what I am offering because it's for them. They asked for it. Once again, the audience asked for it, so I give it to them, and no wonder the reaction has been off the hook because, like, this sounds like an incredible offer. I'm definitely intrigued. The bonus is a one of a kind chance to get a taste of working with you, or- and can also vouch can't wait for the offer. Can also vouch wholeheartedly for your coaching calls. I'd recommend people to jump on this offer while you can. So just like supportive comments, towards the offer. I think it was very important to like you're okay. This struggles here is meant to be a reminder that I'm gonna share a couple of struggles with my DM strategy now and stuff like that. It's still a work in progress. This is like the rough copy. It's coming out. Well, it's gonna be ready by Monday, but just for the final check, it's gonna be ready for Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So, and this is and right here it says like this doctor photo of me is really like cracks me up. I really got the hair down good. That guy, I don't know who he is. He has my hair. Like, look, I mean, like it's the same. It's kind of incredible. As for the rest of the face, maybe not. But it says act now as the first 20 people get this offer, get a free hour basis diagnosis. The doctor is in. So that's kind of like the rundown of how I'm gonna do this. And also I wanna show you I'm just gonna look for it here. Like an example of one of my training videos. Again, it's a simple strategy, but lots of detail I'm sharing with you. So where is it? Okay, over here. So I just want to share like the format of it. It's again very simple to the point, homey, comfortable, and okay. So I'm going to, where is it? Oh, right here. Okay. Uh, okay. So let me share. So this is like meant to be the first training video, right? Of it all. Just me speaking in a recorded Zoom session, you know. So this is like the first video one training final. You gotta love my names, right? Because I have like several rough copies, like rough copy one, rough copy two, rough copy three, rough copy four, and then the final version. Oh man, it took me so long, but it's gonna be worth it, guys. I guarantee you it. Okay, so yeah, basically, like it's gonna be like this format. It's just a Google Doc. Oh, I see. I have my bookmarks available for you to see, but there's nothing raunchy. I promise. And it's just like things that I use sometimes. I don't know why a lot of those are there. I should clear up my bookmarks. Anyway, so look at this guy. I really paused it at the right moment. Okay, so yeah, just like me having a talk. It's like it's like you're one of my clients on one of my coaching calls. And it really has a homey feel to it. And I'm so proud of it, of what it's become. And again, it's all for you guys. You gave me the idea, you gave me the inspiration to do this. And so I'm working hard to get it done, even though right now it doesn't look as nice. like, but I'm working hard to get it done so that it works prim and proper for you on Tuesday or Wednesday when it's coming out. So, I mean, this is how I get a constant flow of sales calls every month, is by using this DM strategy, obviously, that is going to be released on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be ready by Monday, but I just want to double check it. I just want to really double check it. Um, Make sure the quality is there. Make sure explain maybe last minute video changes. Maybe redo some parts of the video so that I could really explain things really well, and in a simple way. And it's again all for you guys. And again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this journey. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible. It's really exciting. I have butterflies in my stomach. Although, well, like what Justin Welsh says, like this is a little bit inside information. I don't know if I should tell you. He has a huge, oh my goodness, he has a huge offer coming out in January. No one knows about it except for the people who were on the Zoom call. Again, and so, as he said, sometimes it flops. Sometimes offers flop, sometimes offers are more successful, but as long as the value is there, as long as you put your heart and soul into it, and as long as he said, as long as I help at least one person, I'll be happy. And it's so true, right? I totally, like, he's the man. I mean, um, I really admire what he does, and he likes to crunch his numbers. He's like a numbers guy. He's like a math guy. He's he's kind of like that kind of a guy. He likes his numbers. He likes crunching numbers. He likes to figure out statistics and stuff like that. And so, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I think I better end the stream right now. Again, if you have any questions about my offer or any advice at all, or if you want to have a coffee chat with me giving you some advice like I did today, of course, I'm not going to do this every day. I'm going to have to really pick and choose because I only dedicate about an hour, 1 to 3 hours every week for a coffee chat, for coffee chats in general. But yeah, I mean, the more the merrier, as long as they stay within the limit. If you want to meet for a coffee chat and then I could revise some aspect of your business, or if you want to wait till the offer where the first 20 people get the hour an hour business diagnosis, I mean, it's up to you, right? So have a good one. Have excellent weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye.